I'm gonna do the pop out thing. Did it not go live?
We're live. We are
All
live.
right, we are live.
Hello, everybody that's not there yet.
Uh,
But somebody will see it later. You got to say hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show that are not there. All right, so I got to go here. You.
It's actually now my birthday.
Happy birthday.
As of 30 minutes ago. Here, it ain't my birthday there yet. So,
What are you going to do for your birthday?
what am I going to do for my birthday? Um, I don't know. Probably just be here. Probably on YouTube. I don't know. Probably be. I told my daughter I wanted a cheesecake. That's what I wanted.
Oh, cheesecake is my favorite.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
Oh, of all times.
Yeah, cheesecake.
What's your
That's what I
favorite
want for my birthday. What's my favorite? What?
cheesecake?
My favorite kind?
Yeah.
Um, Probably I just like plain cheesecake. Um, I sometimes like strawberries on it, or you know, I just like cheesecake. It just doesn't
I do
really
too.
matter what kind.
I love anything on it. And I used to
Yeah,
actually make my own cheesecake when I was younger.
me too. I've always made mine. I'm from the South. I cook. We all
No,
know how to cook.
wait, you're from the South? Shut up. No way.
Nah, you couldn't tell, could you? I know you couldn't. I
I had no
changed
idea.
my accent.
We
Hey,
got
we
we
are
are
just. He is getting good at this.
I'm
You got the
trying.
chat up. You got the chat up and everything.
So are we Dust? Are you gonna be able to join this time? I know last time she said she couldn't, so see
Yeah.
see if she could join the chat this time with a phone call. Hey, there's Dawn.
Okay. There I am again.
Dawn's in the chat, everybody. Oh, don't let my dry sense of humor take over tonight. If I do, cut me off, everybody.
Okay. I'll kick you out.
All right,
I
so
can't do.
we are destined. She might join in a bit, so I guess the only
Okay.
way I
That'd
can
be good.
invite her is to know what her email is, right? So um, we are destined. I'm going to put my personal email up, and then you can email me your email in order to add you to this. And I'll leave that up for a little bit till I figure all this out, how to do it better. So that was actually Melissa's stream was actually pretty good, enlightening. Uh,
Yeah. It really it always does take a it. We never know what kind of turn it's going to take. Really, when we
right?
start it, and you know, it's 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 good that you everybody gets to come together and have different views, and everybody has something to bring, I think, uh, to this community. And it's amazing to me that there is a community, and we all know each other. We know who we are. We've been talking for a while now, and still the same people are here, and that just amazes me. I've never, you don't even get that on like your friends on Facebook, the connection with these people, that I have with, people I've known all my life. I don't hardly, even my family, I occasionally get a like or something.
Well, yeah, right. I might get one, but
Yeah,
no
you know
comment,
what I mean?
like.
Yeah.
So who is Ty? Because I'm not sub to Ty, and he's probably a lot of good information.
Yeah, he does. He does. He goes on Brian's channel. He comes on there a lot. Brian McFarlane. Are you sub to him, or do you know who
Huh,
I'm talking about?
no,
Well, I'll send you the links to them, and you
you got
can.
the ranch, so you can put the links in the message, and then for me and everybody else too.
Well, they are. Probably everybody. I think here already has been
So
on
everybody but
Brian's.
the
Everybody.
guy.
I've been on Brian's show a few times. Um,
I'm the late guy.
Yeah, he does a lot of the MEs. I mean, he has a lot of content. He does a lot of broadcasts. Um, Not so much right now because he's been working, but he does a lot of uh, you know, everything. I mean, you go through his channel, you go to his channel, you'll see he's probably got thousands videos of the changes and things, and he usually does a show on Fridays.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to email me that.
I'll send it to you.
All right.
All
Salted
salted
Peter
Peter.
just showed up.
Hey, Salted. It's Dawn. Hey,
Yeah,
Candy Cupcakes. I love her name. I love just saying it.
yeah, I gave you the invite.
It's my birthday, everybody.
No, I might actually add that to the description.
I have actually spent every holiday on chat with people in the ME. I really have. I really have. Christmas, New Year's. I
Right.
did go home. I did go spend Thanksgiving with family, but it was really, really strange because they're not awake, and it was just very strange.
What
Salted
so how did
Salted's
that
birthday's
go?
on
Did you
Monday.
try to wake him up or what?
Yeah, but I get the reaction. Uh, I've got it all down the line. First, I was crazy, then, oh, what difference does it make? That's the one I get the most. I still got to go to work. What difference does it make? I
Oh,
still
I
got
hate
to do this. What
that's not
difference does it make? The internet lies, but it's not the internet, it's my brain, and it's not lying. That's what I tell people. And they're like,
that's my
and
pet
I get them on stuff.
is like what
I
is it,
get them on,
it's like what do you mean what does it matter? How
yeah,
does it matter?
it's my memories. It matters. It matters to me. It matters. It should matter to everybody.
Right?
Everything, it really should. But I can understand that it's not, maybe not their time to exactly wake up, maybe they couldn't handle it. Can you imagine if everybody in the world woke up? It would be, I think, it would be catastrophe. I really do. I really think it would be, you know,
No, I try to picture that like if the protesters were protesting what we know in the numbers,
right,
what that would
right.
look like.
I wonder that too. I think there should be more way to get the word out. I keep thinking, I know there's going to be a convention coming up actually in July of ME people. And I wonder if that would get any, and I know there's books being written. I know Suso wrote a book, and I know other people's writing books. So it's got to be getting out there, and all the YouTube channels, there's got to be people out there saying there's something to this, it's got to be. But then you're going to have people, there's got to be people out there that the elites or whatever that's saying we got to stop this, you know.
No, you're right. And when I bring it up to people, like they say, "What does it matter?" It's like, well,
Yeah.
you see it, you notice it, right? Yeah. Or
Yeah, they notice
or
it.
even people that maybe say, "I don't notice anything," and they know people that have noticed things. I say, but there has to be something. If so many people notice a change, there has to be something to it.
Yeah.
I mean, so why ignore it? Why make
Well,
it so it means nothing?
I haven't come across anybody that hasn't noticed it, but I get well, what difference does it make? Well, it's probably just something on the internet. You can't believe that, that kind of thing. I just kind of leave it and then keep going back later to try to
It's on the internet. You can't believe it, but you. So what do you? They're saying like my memories are wrong, but the
yeah. I
internet
like, well, I'm like, it's in my refrigerator. This look, it's in
correct.
my cabinet.
So it's in my memory is wrong. The internet is right,
Yeah,
and let it go at that.
yeah.
Like those are the
They just
people that buy into
walk
the
away.
mainstream media, right? That everything's
Yeah,
true.
they just walk away. They just they don't. It kind of reminds me of like a self-preservation thing. Like they just can't handle, like you said, they just cannot handle the truth. Maybe they're not ready for it. You know, um, like I say, I don't know.
Right. I mean, think about that though.
I was to the point that I wanted to shake people, so I said I better back off a little bit. I'm just going to shake you until you see.
Right. And here's the thing though. I mean, just
Frustrating.
the
It gets
fact that
frustrating.
having somebody wake up to the reality not being reality. They watch it in a movie like The Matrix, and it's like all good. Eat my popcorn, drink my soda, and all good. But oh wait, that becomes my reality. I can't handle that.
Well, I'm new to this myself. I discovered it myself. Actually, nobody woke me up. I felt I was led to it. It was it'll be a year. I think around May 2017. It's getting ready to be a year for me. It don't seem possible, but time's flying. I've seen time stop. I've seen time speed up. I've seen a lot of stuff happen that
Okay, so
miraculous.
am I not the only one that have like days have changed? Where so I've made appointments in my past job where I had to be somewhere on like a Thursday, and Thursday here is garbage day. And I'd wake up early, set my alarm clock and everything, and wake up, get everything prepared to go to my appointment, and walk out. And I'm like, oh, wow, nobody's got their garbage cans out? Well, that's weird. It's Thursday. And I get in my car and turn everything on. And go, wait a minute. It says it's Wednesday now. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did I mess up on my day? How could I think it's Thursday and it's now Wednesday? I've had that happen 2 or 3 times.
The weirdest thing I had was I lay down to like take a nap, right? And I lay down because my sleep is like insane now, since the ME, I don't sleep. And so I lay down to take a nap, and I know I slept an hour. I had to sleep for a while and get up, and only like, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes have passed. And I'm like, that's wrong. I know I was there longer. I felt rested, It was weird. It's
right?
weird.
And same thing with like going to sleep and waking up. Like the time doesn't
Yeah,
match up sometimes. Like
yeah,
wake up thinking, man, woo, I'm ready to go. It must be like 8:30 in the morning. I'm looking, it's like 10:30. I'm like, how could that be?
yeah.
Or I
I have
remember
noticed
just the
that.
other day, I'm thinking, I swear to God, Don, the other day, I was like, hey, you know what? I bet the 12 o'clock news is on. And I went to go turn the TV on to look, and you know what it was? It was the 4 p.m. news. I was like, what? Oh, where did this day go?
Yeah, you can't trust the time anymore, you know. It's like all messed up. And like sometimes you feel so tired during the day, like it's time for you to go to sleep, and then at night you're wide awake. What is
Right.
all that?
Okay, you're so right. There's like days that like I can't even get up. Like I'm just so tired.
Right.
And then like there's other nights I'm up till 7 o'clock in the morning, like as if it was like daytime all
Daytime,
night.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's just mixed up, you know, it really is. I don't think it's our days and nights and everything is just all screwed up.
You
So
know
I
what
definitely
my son pointed out one time, well, actually a few times, is when we noticed like the chemtrails out,
yeah,
the next day we were extremely tired, like lethargic,
yes.
unmotivated. And then there's days that we don't see chemtrails, and the next day we're just like, what are we gonna do? We gotta do this? We gotta do that?
Yeah.
I mean, so maybe there's something to do with what they're spraying in the sky as well.
That I believe that too. I believe that too. I used to love to be outside. Now I always got to check, see, oh well, it's safe, I guess.
I
I guess
yeah,
I can go out. There ain't no, they ain't spraying
I'm
just yet.
a total hermit. We're
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
know.
I gotta get in my car and go somewhere. Oh, great. Like it's a chore.
It
We're
is.
like, I couldn't stand being at home before, you know. Now it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I have to leave the house. Oh no.
I have problems. I can go into Walmart or somewhere and people are so strange to me. You're like I
Okay,
feel like I'm the oddball or something that, you know.
right. Do you not notice now that you're awake when you go out in the world in society, just to Walmart or any place, and you look at everybody and you just look at them like differently.
Yeah.
Like you feel out of place.
Yeah.
You feel like you don't see what I see, and you guys are all
Yep.
in this bubble, and here I am outside the bubble, and I don't even know how to deal with all you people because
Yep.
isn't that weird? That's the weirdest feeling in the world.
And I really tried like a year ago to go on a date, you know, and it did not, it, it didn't work. Did not end well
Why? Tell us. What?
because they were asleep and I was awake and it just, uh, I went on one date and I was like, I can't go out with somebody that's not awake. It just, is just too weird. You know, they want to talk about, all the weather and the beautiful sky. And I'm like, you don't see them chemtrails? What's wrong
You
with
want to
you?
talk about the politics and the shooting that just
Yeah,
happened, and you're just like
yeah,
no. I was actually talking to somebody. So as you know, I haven't been on a date in 2 years, so
yeah,
I'll give it a shot. It's been 2 years. Talking to
yeah,
this person for a month, and oh yeah, no, I'm awake. I get it. And then all of a sudden, the Vegas shooting happened, and I'm making comments about it, and she was just like, "Oh wow, you're really deep into that. Like you're. Oh wait a minute." I was like, "Yeah, you lost me. I'm sorry. I
yeah.
appreciate that you waited a month before I even would ask you on a date. First of all, but yeah,
You're one of them
you're not awake,
conspiracy people.
and Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just not
Yeah,
going to work. It's
it
just,
don't. It don't.
like, I'm sorry. If you can't see what's going on around us, how am
Right,
I gonna? I can't sit there on a date and then hey, we'll go watch TV and hang out, and all of a sudden they're just all into it, and I'm like watching the news and screaming at. I can't watch the news
right.
and screaming at the TV like you
No,
effing liars. That doesn't make sense. And
right, right. And
I
people
can't
don't
make
get
it through
it.
the whole thing.
Yeah, and going going grocery shopping is like a nightmare for me because I see all the product changes, and I'm like, it's like they jump out at you, and you're like, oh, that's Cracker Jack, really, really Cracker Jack? No,
Right,
no, 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 Jacks. I want to take a marker and write S on it so bad. I think I might do that one time
right.
just to
Yeah.
make me feel
Hey,
better.
hey, honey, let's go grocery shopping. Do you want some peanut butter?
Yeah,
Sure. What do you want? Jif?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
Jif? Like, okay, forget it.
I know. It's impossible.
Yeah, I don't know, and I hate being judgmental and say, I'm going to close myself off to people that
Right,
aren't open and realize
right.
it. But then once you do that, you realize like it's just not working. It's just not.
You're
You're
like from different planets,
you're different planets. You're just not. You're not going to. I'd love to have sit home with somebody and be like, on this stream or talk about the news and our views together,
Yeah.
and then sit there and like argue with like I'm just being there I go again type thing. And it's like
Starting a relationship's hard enough because you're two different people, but then throwing in the me too, you want to try to wake them up. That's impossible. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
right. It used to just be like, do they believe in God or
Yeah, I
not?
mean,
Now it
I know.
becomes much more than that, right?
Do you believe in God, and there is no. That question is a definite no because usually people around you where you're living don't seem to be awake. Within 100-mile radius or something.
Right? Isn't that weird? Like, so nobody that I talk to on any of these chats are anywhere near me. They're states away.
Yeah. There's people in my state, Phyllis, I don't know if you've seen her. She's near me. You there?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I lost you.
Who's near
Uh,
you?
Phyllis Wheeler, I don't know if you've seen her in
No,
chat.
Phyllis Wheeler, of course. I'm surprised she's not in here.
Yeah, she's like 3 or 4 hours away, and I
She's
think
kind of been a little bit absent lately on some of the channels.
Party Puppy's in Raleigh. He's not too far away from me. It's like about 4 or 5 hours, something like that. But still, good ways away. But
Yeah, I think the
no,
closest people I have is Belinda and Sister in Christ in Oregon. I think those are the closest ones to me.
I was reading the chat.
And then we got Candy. She's up in Michigan,
Yeah, they're just scattered out all over. I mean, it really is.
right? And
I
that
kind of think there would be more here where I'm at because there is a lot of churches here. I mean, there's a lot of Christian people that live here. There's a church probably. I mean, I cannot believe the amount of churches there is here where I live.
you're in the
They're
Bible area, right?
every Bible Belt. Yeah, I'm in the Bible Belt.
Bible Belt, right?
They're on every corner.
Yeah,
But
not here in California.
no, there is here. There within right here where I live, I can count 10 churches within probably 5 miles of me, and I ain't joking.
So are they all different denominations then, or
a lot of different denominations. You know, there'll be a Baptist, of course, and a Methodist, and a Lutheran, and just different ones. Um,
Yeah, I think back east there's more of a
there's
uh,
even a when I went to it one day. It was pretty. It was pretty strange. It was pretty cool though.
yeah, California is different. It's mostly non-denominational
Yeah.
churches.
Hmm.
Um, and not
There's some like I say, the Harley Davidson Church is you know, they preach, but everybody rides their motorcycle there, and they wear their leathers and stuff in the church. And they have singing. I went there to see some singing. Um, you know, there's a lot of churches here. I've never
yeah.
seen so many.
I went to a high roller church one time, and when I lived in Columbus, we were looking for a church. It was a high roller. I didn't know it. It was very large church, and I probably only lasted about 10 minutes in there. I mean, I've never seen anything like it live before. I've seen that stuff on TV before, but it was too much for me. I mean, people like running up and down the aisles and
Yeah,
screaming, and I was like, "Whoa, this is too much for me."
yeah, that's too much for me. I've been to one of them churches with a friend when I was young, and I was just a teenager when I went. I've predominantly been to a Baptist church, but I've been to other churches, and it was just a little too much for me. I was like, there's people rolling around on the floor. I never seen, I didn't never see nothing like that, and I was like, what was something wrong with them? I didn't know what to
Right,
do.
right. I was like, this what are we
It's
doing
okay.
here?
Yeah. You know, which, some churches like that's for people, and some,
Have
I
you
think a lot of, I can't believe that more preachers aren't seeing the changes though in the Bible. I'm really shocked.
well, you know what? Um, I don't know. Candy Cupcakes. I think we need to get her on in here on the line and express about your conversation with your brother, if you're listening, because I think that would be kind of tying into what we're talking about with these churches and me. You know, um, I have a very good friend that's very Catholic, and brought it up to him, and
Yeah,
again with him was like, what does it matter? What does it matter? Who cares? It's like, well, how do you not care? Scripture's
yeah,
changed. You know, I don't know. Well, it does matter. Everything matters. And if you
yeah,
just look at everything and say it doesn't matter, I brought up all the things with the shootings and the
yeah.
false flags or hoaxes, and again, what does it matter? Why do you pay attention to that? It's like,
I
well,
started studying all that. I still keep up with like prophecy that's going on, and I keep up with the weather changes, earthquakes and things like that, and the false flags, and I try to find out what's going on that they're putting this on for you to see, so that there's something always going on behind the scenes. So I try
right,
to keep up with that kind of thing on YouTube now. Which I was never a conspiracy person or a person that, looked into YouTube even at all until I was, kind of led to it. And by God, led me to it to see this. And I was, I was like everybody else, just not, didn't notice any of that. I really didn't notice. Yeah, I think I noticed, but it didn't register.
yeah. For me, it
I was
was
like, "Oh, they just changed the product. They just changed it. Just,
yeah. When I was awoke in 2015 by the Mandela effect, that's when the Pulse nightclub happened, and I
yeah,
started. I never believed any of those were fake ever, or anything. Sandy
yeah,
Hook, 9/11, Colorblind. I thought those were all real. And then I started watching the Pulse nightclub, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And I started looking into it,
It
and it
all
gets
clear
even
now.
nicer here.
It's so crazy. You can see everything so clear now. You know. Wow.
We need to get CC in here to talk about her brother because it's very interesting what she said.
Hmm.
Her brother is a preacher, and she talked to him about the ME. It was very enlightening what she had to say and how she handled that. And I'm not sharing something that I shouldn't because I know that I've seen her say it before, and so um, it'd be nice to get that out there because I think it was very interesting in what how she went about it with her brother and the conversation she had.
I made like this 100 thing list, fill in the blank. I had
100?
that.
You
Yeah,
have
I had a hundred
100?
different
Oh no
changes.
way!
Oh yeah, I had 100 different changes, and I was like quizzing people. It
Do you have
didn't. It
that
didn't.
like in a spreadsheet that you can send? Because that's huge. 100. That's awesome. Mine was like 10.
I had a bunch of them. I mean, I poured through videos and got them from different people, and I had so many and would question people, and they would get them all right, and then at the end, I think, okay, I got them, and they're like, oh, what does it matter? Oh, it's so what? I'm like, what? So I quit doing that because it broke my heart every time.
Right?
I would be in tears, and they'd be, okay, let's go back to watching TV. Let's go, let's go get something to eat. I'm like, what? What are you know? I figured it'd be on the news. I was freaking plumb out. I had the freak out stage, and then I was convinced I could, you know, wake people up. Everybody, I was convinced I could do it. But it's just not. Some people it's just not their time to wake up, or it's gonna have to. And I understand it. I understand that it's not their path at this moment.
Hey Don.
Yeah.
So I sent a invite to Candy. She
Okay.
said she accepted, but she's not in here. So did I do something wrong?
Mm. Where did you send it to her email?
Yeah.
It should have brought her. It should have brought her to it. You sent her the link to you to this chat. Did you get my email? We are just said. Are you there? Hello. Can anybody hear me?